Qosqo is the archaeological capital of the Americas, a city steeped in ancient culture and crowned by the majestic peaks of the Andes. The innovative Inca people built this mighty city of stone as the center of what was once the Western Hemisphere's greatest empire. But in 1532, the Spanish invaded Qosqo and brought down the Inca civilization. Contemporary Qosqo reflects this mixed heritage with splendid examples of religious colonial architecture in the Plaza de Armas. The Yulis have timed their trip to see Qosqo in all its glory. June 24th, 3 days after the solstice, marks the great festival of Inti Raymi, an enormous gathering in honor of the sun god. Thousands of people from all over the world will meet in Qosqo to witness this elaborate celebration of Inca heritage. Qosqo bursts with excitement. The locals revel in the streets to mark the eve of the Inti Raymi festival.
Oh my gosh, look at this!
It's pretty exciting. Everybody's crowded in this big square. We can see the parade starting to go by. It's a party atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a party atmosphere for about a week, you know?
Right.
Everybody gets excited, you know, because tomorrow it's also the Inti Raymi. And
Those look like cowboys.
They do.
Qosqo, it have 13 provinces. So I can tell where they come from because
Just by the way they're dressed.
The way that they dress.
Is there music specific to their region?
The music also, it's different, but it's more related with the Andean instruments.
This is basically a big party.
Oh, we came for the festival and to do the Inca Trail, see Machu Picchu.
This is definitely one of the places you'd want to come and see before you die.
Everybody's celebrating, having a great time, and it just makes you so excited to see what's next.
But this is only the beginning. Once the sun comes up, the real party gets going. On the day of the festival, the Yulis are among the thousands waiting to see the reenactments of old Inca traditions. Fearing a lack of sun might lead to famine, the ancient Incas gathered in Qosqo during the winter solstice to honor the sun god and plead for his return. Today, the Incas have lots of pleading to do. It's pouring rain. People streaming down the stairs and onto the field represent the Inca Empire's 4 regions or suyos, the north, south, east, and west. The chieftains are followed by musicians, dancers, and warriors, all dressed in traditional Inca garb to honor the king and his father, the sun.
The Inca is gonna come out.
This is
Right
pretty
now?
cool.
He's announcing. Thanks, Sun God, that you are letting us to be with all the people from your land.
The king speaks Quechua, the Inca language passed down from generation to generation without the benefit of the written word. An intricate system of knotted strings called quipu was used in trading and communicating. After the king addresses the city, the ceremony moves to the town square, the historic location of Inti Raymi. They wait to follow the king to the fortress of Sacsayhuaman, where they will conclude the ceremony.
It is very interesting to see when he comes out. He commands your attention. It's really impressive.
A little over a mile from Qosqo lay the ruins of a fortress that is the first of the new 7 wonders of the world. The enormous boulders that form the zigzagging walls weigh up to 125 tons. Amazingly, they were all stacked perfectly without the use of mortar.
We're sitting there watching the ceremony, and it's become an ugly day again. This is the point in the ceremony where the king has to call the son to bless the ceremony and come out. The pressure's on him at this point because he's already done it once today. And all of the representatives from the various suyos, they're all making this gesture for the son to come out. He calls and he calls. And it comes out. It comes out. Is it a coincidence that the sun came out twice at the times that he asked it to? Perhaps. Moments later, I even realize it's hailing now. It's hailing. I can't believe it's hailing now. Is he gonna be able to pull this off again?
No.
So, coincidence? It's gotta be, but you know what? He's the king.
He's calling to choose the llama to be sacrificed. So the llama is going to be sacrificed. It's an offering to the upper world.
That it is.
Oh gosh, Albert.
I'm sort of torn between my respect of this culture and their traditions, but I'm conflicted because they're killing this llama in front of all these people.
See, that's the heart.
Oh my gosh.
Heart will be put in the fire.
The Inca spirit builds to a crescendo at Sacsayhuama, where the 4 regions of Qosqo unite as one. Led by the king, they pray to the sun god, the Mother Earth, and the Mother Moon for peace, health, and an abundant harvest.
It's ending with the king up on the throne again, being carried around. So as he gets close to us, I wave to him, "Hey, king." And he looked right at me. It's at this moment that he stands up and holds both his hands up in the air.
I think he recognized Albin.
He
Wanted
did.
to give you a little, what's up?
King gave me props in Qosqo. So we decide we want to be open to other cultures. Maybe we could ask him just to cut the head off. He brings it out and puts it on our table, and I quickly ask somebody, how do we eat this?
Just break this.
Go rip it apart? Oh, God.
Oh, Albin, this is so... Don't throw up.
I know I won't. All right, he's a very rubbery guy.
Here.
You ready?
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes like chicken.
Ah.
It's fine.
What I'm tasting is those herbs inside in this thing.
What I'm tasting is a pet. Would you order it again?
Absolutely not.
Me neither. Never. Never in a million years.
It's just been untouched to do whatever it wants to do, you know?
Oh my gosh, Albin. Nothing you read or see can prepare you for this moment, can it?
Unbelievable. This is amazing. I'd have never guessed, ever.
Me neither. This is breathtaking.
I had no idea that this is what it really even looked like. Every day in this journey is exciting because we know where we're going, but we don't necessarily know what we're going to experience and what we're going to feel. That is absolutely incredible.
On a continent endowed with magnificent pre-Columbian archaeological sites, Machu Picchu is a supreme showpiece. Built and abandoned by the Inca and reclaimed by the jungle, the 100-acre ruins, a well-planned complex of stone townhomes, temples, stairs, and warehouses, is perched high atop the mountain of Machu Picchu. The world has maintained a fascination with the site since its rediscovery almost a century ago by Bingham, who was tipped off by an unsuspecting local boy. There continues to be speculation as to when Machu Picchu was built, though it was most likely in the 15th century. Invisible from the valley below, self-contained, and watered by natural springs, Machu Picchu might have been a secret city for the Inca elite. The buildings were made by carving and stacking giant stones, and the precision architecture and construction is still among Peru's finest.
It's so striking because it's this amazing, elaborate stone city right there in the middle of these mountains, and nobody knew it was there for the longest time. This is pretty. The sun's gonna come up soon.
I know, that'll be awesome. I can't wait.
It's gonna
I'm
be
pretty
nice.
excited to see that. So these are llamas or alpacas? So they just live here at Machu Picchu. How weird is that?
Actually, this was settled by llamas.
Machu Picchu is a place that you have to see with a guide. There is no way that you can possibly understand or appreciate what you are seeing without a guide. And Eddie did such a great job of explaining what everything was.
The sun rises from there and shines the ceremonial table inside through the window. The people put offerings in there, like, could it be potatoes, could it be quinoa, kiwicha, corn, and those offerings are give it to the sun god. So the sun god comes and get it, you know? It's going up to the upper world, and it happens once a year.
It's just so
Wow.
impressive.
I know that they were able to figure that out with those little tiny windows.
Machu Picchu is both a city of architectural wonders and itself a massive sculpture carved from the mountain.
Yeah, you see these stones that are coming out, so they are still part of the mountain.
Yeah.
You know, it's a way that they respect to the Mother Earth, because they don't really destroy it. They just build around it, on top of it. Sometimes they use it as a foundation.
I feel honored to have the privilege to be here.
It's breathtaking. You have to spend an entire day here, I'm sure, to see it all.
Yeah, you actually need 2 days. I will leave you alone for a while.
Catch up with you later.
Sounds good.
I just had no idea, you know, what this was gonna be like. Beyond explanation, I could never explain it to somebody.